is Michelle Hammonds. I'm from the Department of Insurance, Securities, and Banking's Office of Financial Empowerment and Engagement. I'm sorry, and Education. We do a lot of engagement. This is not only Military Saves Month, it's also Financial Literacy Month. So we really want to make sure we're able to get information out to you. I want to thank my team and staff for helping making this event helpful, and just give you a little bit of overview. The Department of Insurance, Securities, and Banking has a mission that we really want to make sure that we're able to share with you. So if we can go ahead to slide 2, that would be great. Our mission at the agency is really threefold. It's to cultivate a regulatory environment that protects consumers and attracts and retains financial service firms to the district. So we want to make sure we have these resources available to you. We also want to make sure that we empower and educate residents on financial matters. And last but certainly not least, we also provide access to financing for district small businesses. So we as an agency, we're a regulator, we're an educator, and we are a resource for veterans specifically, but also all residents of the District of Columbia. So I'm just going to talk to you today about some of the programs that we have and some of the resources that are available to you. And the first thing I want to talk to you all about is our financial literacy overall. This agency program was created in 2020 to really empower residents with resource and actionable information on ways to manage their finances and expenses and increase generational wealth and maximize income. Many times, I know from when I was younger, I was fortunate to have parents that were able to talk to me about how to manage my finances, but that isn't always the case. And as you grow up, people assume that you know all this information, but financial education and understanding money is a continuum, because as your life changes, you're going to be involved in different situations and you have to account for that. And so I think it's really critical that we think about how do we manage our finances overall and throughout our lifetime. If we can move to the next slide. I want to take a moment to talk to you about some of the programs that we have here in the District of Columbia that are available to veterans, and also to make sure that you're aware of some different fundamentals that will be helpful for you. Our Bank on DC program, our Financially Fit DC program, and our Financial Navigators program. I wanted to highlight these 3 programs, and I will go into a little bit more depth on the following slide, but I want to highlight these 3 because I think these are tangible resources that you can use now and can help you in the long run. And we can go ahead and move to the next slide. I'm going to first talk about the Bank on DC program. This is a collaborative effort between district government, financial institutions, and nonprofit organizations to provide access to banking to district residents. Why is banking important? Why should you even care about it? It's really one of the foundational starting points for managing your finances. When an individual does not have a bank account and they're not working within the traditional financial services realm, you can end up paying over $800 a year to access your own money. And I don't know about you, but if I had an extra $800 to do something with, I can surely think of some other things that I could do. So I think it's important to get that foundation. And so we've worked with financial institutions to make sure that they're able to give you or offer safe, affordable, low cost, low maintenance fee types of accounts that can help you on your financial path. We want to start a foundation, and whenever anyone builds a house, if you build it on sand, it will crash, but you need to be on solid foundation. I think it's really key. And so that banking and this basic information is our key start. So in addition to that, I want to go into one of our next programs that we offer to you. Oh, but before that, let me just share with you some of the financial institutions that partner with us. This is our current list, but this list is continuing to change as we bring in more and more financial institutions into our partnership with the Bank on DC program. We work currently with Amalgamated, Bank of America, PNC, Industrial, Democracy, United Bank, EC Credit Union, Chase, Wells Fargo, and Agricultural Federal Credit Union. We have tried diligently to also get Navy Federals to be engaged on our books, but unfortunately they don't have programs here in the District of Columbia. The only branch that's located in DC is on the Navy Yard. So all of my military folks, you all can go there. I think they're a great organization as well that can also help you and guide you through some of your financial needs and on your financial journey. Move to the next slide. For anyone that wants to learn more information about the Bank on DC program, our different partners, or you might want to think, maybe I should set up a savings account, or maybe I should think about where else I can save my funds or what other options are out there. The Bank on DC program is here to help you, and we are available. You can reach us at bankondc.org. You can find out more information there, or contacting our agency, disb.dc.gov. Now I want to go into one of our other programs, which is called Financially Fit DC. And the next time, okay, with the Financially Fit DC program, this is a two-part program. It's an online financial tool where you can learn about personal finances at your own pace, in your own way, in a digital format. It's mobile adaptable, so you can use this program on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer. And it's a great way to learn about how to manage your money and the different topics that are covered. What's interesting and what's good about this particular program, it's not a data dump. It's able to be customized based on what you're interested in learning, and also does a financial health assessment to see where you are in your financial life and what's important to you. The topics that are covered are making a budget, managing credit, buying a home, planning for retirement, and building wealth. The other thing that makes this program unique is the fact that we've connected it to specific resources here in the District of Columbia. So we're connecting you to specific programs, products, and different things that can help you along your journey. In addition to the online tool, my agency also curates programs with our partners like the Mayor's Office of Veterans Affairs to make sure that we can talk to you about the things that are important to you and what's going on in your financial life, especially from the military standpoint and the veteran standpoint, because you may have a different set of scenarios or things that are going on in your financial life than someone that's non-military. And so we're very cognizant of that. And after me, I have one of my other great partners that will be sharing some information with you as well. If you're interested in checking out the program, please do sign up. It's free. We're not tracking any specific data, just pretty much your name, your email address, and what ward you're on. As I always tell people, I have to prove to people that I was working for the day, and so we want to make sure that we're connecting with our residents and we're being really responsive. So it's a great program for you to engage in and learn more. And the last program that I will share with you is our Financial Navigators program. This program was recently launched in February of this year, 2021, as a direct response to COVID-19. What we do know is that many people are experiencing a lot of financial hurt right now. And many times you don't know where to turn or who to turn to. So in the midst of this public health emergency, we developed a program in partnership with Cities for Financial Empowerment to create the Financial Navigator program. This program works with staff from our partner agency, United Planning Organization, to talk to you about how to manage your finances and help you navigate through what some financial choices you may have and what financial choices are available to you. Sometimes I know when there's too many choices to make, people tend to not make a choice. And so having someone help you prioritize your finances and to talk through with it in a non-threatening way is a great way to help you prioritize your financial situation. There's no cost, it's anonymous and confidential. And so it's a great program and resource that's available to you. To find out more information or to reach out to us, if you could just, thank you, if you can go back one slide, one of the Financial Navigator slide. If you're interested, we can put this link into the chat so that you have resources on how to reach this program. But this is a great program that we really started here in the district that can really help you manage through and talk through whatever that financial hurdle may be right now. I will caution that this program does not provide direct financial assistance, and so just to be cognizant of that, but it is a tool that's in your toolbox that can be available to you if you're going through a financial crisis at the current time and you need someone to think through and talk to about this program, about your issue, excuse me. That kind of wraps up some of the main programs that I wanted to share with you all today. I do want to leave time for conversation and not take up all of the time just with the presentation. So if you want to learn more information about our agency and about us, you can check out our website, our social media, and anything that you might need to know is going to be available to you. And with that, I think I am done with some of the resources that are there. And so, Tony, if you want to share anything else, I'm excited that I was able to also bring on our partners from America Saves to share some additional information with you all. And I'll turn it over to Tony so that you can continue the program and let us know where you want us to fit in.
All right, thank you, Director. I'm sorry. Thank you, Director Hammond. I really appreciate your time. This is valuable information, people. Do you understand? We need to get financially fit and get ready, you know, for not another pandemic, but, you know, at least, you know, start saving and start thinking about the future. This is really great information. So if anybody have questions about what you just heard and want to know more, and ask Dr. Sorry, I'm used to saying Director to our MOCA director. So Director Hammond, we can open the floor for questions and then we can move from there. Let's go. Let me see. So next we have Angela Caban. Is it Caban or Caban?
It's Caban.
Caban, Director of Military Saves, America Saves. But before we go into Director Angela, Director Hammond, if anybody have any questions, hold on one second. Okay, somebody had their mic on. Good to go. All right, if anybody have any questions for Director Hammond, feel free to ask those questions. If you don't have any right now, the information provided will be available for you to contact them directly for any more information. So if no one has any questions, we can move forward. So I'm gonna give a minute and give the floor to anybody with a question. Okay then, let's move forward. We have Director Angela Caban for our next, for Military Saves.
I just want to make sure everyone can see my screen. Oh, fantastic. Great. Well, thank you everyone for having me here today and to allow me the opportunity to talk to you a little bit about Military Saves. My name is Angela Caban and I am the director here. As mentioned earlier, aligning with Financial Capability Month, it is also Military Saves Month. We're actually wrapping up. Tomorrow is the last day. So it's both exciting because it's been a very long month, as you can all imagine. So I am a military spouse, and we represent, my family and I represent the New Jersey Army National Guard. However, my husband has recently transitioned out of the military, so we are are now a veteran family. So I'm very excited to talk about how Military Saves can continue to support a military family even when they're transitioning into their new life cycle of being a veteran family. So let's just go ahead and I'll move on to the next slide here and I'll talk a little bit about who we are and what we do. So Military Saves has been around since 2005, and we are an initiative of America Saves. So America Saves works with the civilian communities and organizations, and we have a focus on the military community. So our campaign is research-based, and we use the principles of social marketing and behavioral economics to help the community motivate them, support them, and also encourage military families to save money and to build wealth. I think it's a very unique way and approach because we'll give the tools and the resources. However, a lot of times it's hard to implement that. You know, Michelle had mentioned that sometimes there's so much information that it's really hard to understand how you can apply it to yourself and your family. No savings journey is the same. So we meet everyone where they are, and we always say start small, think big. We encourage all the service members, that's active duty, National Guard, Reserve, their families, veterans, as well as DoD employees in the community to utilize this free program. And again, it doesn't matter where you are, it's never too late to start saving. We encourage good savings habits and behaviors, and we always like to say, think of us as your accountability buddy. I know a lot of times we can, our goals shift, we can get off track, and that's okay. We're always there to help you keep moving forward with those goals. So a little bit about why Military Saves was created. We do believe, in fact, that when you plan for those goals, your savings goals, whatever that might be, you are going to be more successful. So the Military Saves Pledge was created specifically. It is a tool that helps you to create your savings plan. And a lot of these different goals that we see, both the military community and the veteran community, is emergency savings and retirement. That seems to be one of the top goals that we're all saving for. And again, since the Military Saves is a simple savings plan, we help you stay on track and focused on what that goal is. A survey that we fielded in 2019 did show that 80% of those that have taken the Military Saves Pledge have said that it has helped them to save effectively. So that's always really great for our program to see where we need to support the community. And then 57% of those who took the survey also mentioned that unexpected expenses was one of the biggest savings challenges, a barrier that prevents them from saving. So we're getting ready to field a 2021 survey in less than a month here. So we're going to really analyze and see what the military and veteran community is saying now in COVID times as well. So as you can see, the savings piece, I think, is extremely crucial for all of us. So just talking a little bit about a couple different ways that you can take the Military Saves Pledge. We have the traditional way. You can visit militarysaves.org to take the pledge online. And this is just one of our newest brand boards this year for Military Saves Month that I wanted to share with you all. We're really excited, especially to really stress the importance of saving in the veteran community. And then you can also text Military Saves, it's just one word, to 877-877, and that will opt you right in with your cell phone. Everybody always has their cell phone on hand, so that's one of the easiest ways to do so. And then if you scan the QR code as well, the one that's right here on the screen, that's going to take you to a landing page over on the website. And it just makes it an easier way to save and take that pledge online. So a little bit about the benefits and some resources that come along with taking the Military Saves Pledge. So when you take the pledge online, or if you do it on text or use a QR code, you're opted into a series of email communications, as well as text messaging if you opt into that. And what these communications have are resources from a lot of our partners that we work and align with. That does include the Department of Veteran Affairs as well as the Department of Defense. And those resources are included, as well as some tips prompts and some reminders to help you stay motivated and on track to your savings goals. A lot of things that we found helpful with this program are the reminders that we send out a couple days before payday. We like to engage with savers, ask them questions, some barriers to savings. Were they successful in saving? Remind them that even the smallest amount adds up. So that's really important to do that as well. And then that savings goal, we always like to have those conversations that it can be absolutely anything that you want to save for. There is no right or wrong goal, whether that's for an emergency, debt repayment, retirement. I know we can all use a vacation right now, so maybe you're saving up for some vacation. So we want to support you no matter what that journey looks like. And then on top of that, you're going to gain some access to free financial counseling. And the really cool thing about this is that a lot of the veterans in the community, if they're now living far away from that installation, you have to be retired to access that installation. And if you're not retired, you don't necessarily have the same benefits that if you were serving 15 plus years. So this partnership with the Yellow Ribbon Network and AFCPE allows us to offer that free financial counseling. It's all done digital, online, virtual. And there's a lot of really great resources. They help you with your budget, your savings and spending plan. Try to find some local community resources as well, because there's some really fantastic organizations that are servicing the veteran community right now. So they will sit down and talk all that through with you, so that way you're not overwhelmed with all the resources. And then we have a partnership with FINRA, who provides a free credit score as well as your credit report. We're always encouraging to please check that often, not just your score, but actually look at your credit report. So that's a really important step when we're talking about paying off debt, saving for emergencies. So there's a lot of really great benefits with the program once you take that pledge, and it's definitely going to take you on that path to saving effectively. And just because Military Saves Month is over tomorrow does not mean that savings ends. Savings should be a yearly, monthly, however you want to look at it, act that you're doing. So Military Saves Month for us is just important because it's kind of like a check-in. You go to the doctor for your yearly physical. This is a check-in for your finances. So we always like to stress the importance that we're around 365 days a year. So if there's ever any information outside of Military Saves Month, please visit us at militarysaves.org, or you can email us info@militarysaves.org. We're a small team, but we are working really hard and working really fast to really support all of the military and the veteran community. So I encourage you to go ahead, check out the website, as well as take the Military Saves pledge. So thank you so much for the opportunity today to talk to you about the Military Saves program, and I'm happy to take any questions if there's any.
All right, so no one has any questions. Thank you. I can't say
Yes,
that.
I have a question.
Okay,
Excuse
okay.
me.
Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. Who's
Yes, ma'am.
speaking?
Twila Rochelle.
Okay.
I'm in the vehicle, so I'm kind of like, could you put your information, because I like to arrange for you all to speak to some of our American Legion groups on the same matter of military saves. I have the other information. I kind of screenshot it real quick at the red light.
Absolutely. I will go ahead and drop that in the comments right now.
I appreciate it, and I apologize for the interruption.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
You are fine. I want to make sure everybody getting the information that they need. And keep in mind too, the information will be available at least Friday or Monday after the roundtable too, for all the information that's being provided here. Does anyone else have any questions and comments? Well, I appreciate your time, Director. And we're going to move forward to Vet Center with Ryan Hinely.
Thank you, Tony.
Where you see, okay, good to go. All right. So you have the floor, and thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Hi, everyone. My name is Ryan Hinely, and I do outreach at the DC Vet Center. I'm going to post my information in the chat. But basically, the Vet Center is a VA counseling clinic. It falls under the VA Health Administration, but it's really set up to address trauma in veterans. So trauma associated with wartime deployments or MST, and then they offer bereavement services. So any veterans that are dealing with trauma that's related to their service, we can help them. We have 2 counselors, and our director has a small caseload as well. Right now, we're mostly doing telehealth, so it's pretty flexible as far as veterans in DC, Maryland, or Virginia. We don't have jurisdictional limits in terms of assisting people. So, I'd be happy to take any referrals from vets at this meeting or vets that are connected with other organizations here. It's in terms of eligibility, it's pretty flexible. For the most part, if a veteran has a wartime deployment, for example, if they have a Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal on their DD-214, or served in Vietnam, the Gulf, any wartime action like that, they don't have to have been in combat. If they were on those deployments in support of a wartime mission, they would meet that criteria, or the MST component, and then we can also help veterans that dealt with mortuary services. So really any veteran that's dealing with combat or the effects of combat or MST. We right now, because of COVID, we're still we can't see people in person, although we're pretty much only doing telehealth. But as things reopen this year, we would like to do more in-person events at the Vet Center. In the past, before COVID, we would often have veteran service officers from the VFW and other organizations speak at our Vet Center and talk to our veterans. So that's something, once we're able to host larger events again, we would like to have benefit specialists talk to vets, both our clients and then just vets in the community at large. So, as things reopen, I'm sure, like a lot of you, I'm looking forward to things reopening safely and being able to do more events in the community. I can take any questions from anyone. And also we offer individual counseling, couples counseling, family counseling, and group therapy sessions. And one additional component I would say that's an advantage to the vet centers is that the clinical reporting system they use is separate from the main VA systems. So they do have an internal clinical reporting system, but only people within the vet center can see it. So we are able to help both vets and active duty service members. And I know, for example, when I was in the Marines, there was a lot of stigma associated with talking about mental health issues because it can, there's a concern that it can affect people's careers. So one advantage of the vet centers is that anything that a veteran tells a counselor just stays within the vet center, unless that veteran authorizes it to be released to some other organization. For example, some of our clients, if they're working on a PTSD disability claim, there needs to be clinical documentation for that. So if that client authorizes us to, we can give we can utilize those records to make a disability claim for PTSD. But it would have to be the veteran's choice for that to happen. Any questions from anyone? So I see a question that says, is this solely for individual veterans and not family members of the veteran? The way it works, it can support families, but they have to come in as, for example, they offer family counseling services, but there would have to be a veteran that had a wartime deployment or MST, and that they would be the main client entry, and then their family could come in with them. But they do offer bereavement services. So if there's a veteran that died in combat, or just if there's a grieving family, we can offer counseling to them as well. But the veteran that they're connected with has to meet the eligibility criteria for the vet center. And this is off topic from the vet center a little bit, but I used to work at an SSVF agency, and a former colleague sent me a resource about a program that may have been discussed at this meeting previously, but it's a DC rental assistance program that I heard was really just really good, and it has a lot of funding right now. So I'm going to post a link for that program in the chat. It's called DC Saves. Actually, not DC Saves. It's called Stay DC. Okay. And I'm not connected with that program. I just heard it's very well funded right now. And for DC residents that need rental assistance, whether they're veterans or not, that are impacted by COVID. I heard it's a really good program.
Ryan, Stay DC is a great program, actually. That's the mayor's team, our team, we rolled it out on newsletter as well. And there's some other resources that are the veteran focused as well that we have. I'll put that in the information sheet as well, so people can take advantage of that. But thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
Does anyone have any questions or any concerns, or just want to share any type of information? You can, like I said, you can put it in the chat, and we can share with everyone that signed up today and everyone that's joining us on the roundtable. Is there anyone here today that's new to the DC Veterans Roundtable? Yes, you can. So we have, of course, Mallory from Cohen Clinic at Eastern Seals. Always one of our #1 supporters and advocates. So she would like to share some information for upcoming events, which include legal clinic, mental health, and first aid event. So thank you, Ryan. Always appreciate your time, Simplify. And Mallory, you can go up next. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Tony. So great to see everybody. Hi, everyone. For those that don't know me, my name is Mallory Lass, and I am the outreach manager for the Stephen A. Cohen Military Family Clinic at Easter Seals. We offer mental health counseling to anybody who has ever served a day in uniform, regardless of discharge, and their family. We serve anybody in Maryland, DC, Virginia, and West Virginia. We do individual, couples, family, and other workshops and groups and events. We love the DC Vet Center. Thank you so much for presenting today, Ryan. We refer to you guys a lot, but we are another resource. And I just wanted to take a quick minute to share some incredible resources that we have going on in addition to our mental health counseling. On May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, easy to remember, we are offering a women's legal clinic. So this is through the Veterans Consortium. It's women attorneys offering legal advice. So it is free. It is from 10 to 2:30 at our clinic. It's going to be virtual, but through our clinic, I'll put the contact information in our chat box, but it's women for women to answer any questions that you may have about legal services. We are also going to be hosting a mental health first aid clinic. This is a class to answer any questions about mental health first aid and teach mental health first aid specifically as it relates to the military and veteran population. This is open to any military and veteran community member, as well as those that support military and veterans. So again, that is May 26th. It is an all-day training. There is a little bit of pre-training ahead of time, and I only have 9 spots left. So space is limited. If you're interested, please let us know as soon as possible. To register, you just have to email me specifically, and I'm going to put my contact information in chat box in a moment. The last thing that I want to share, and I'm going to check. Tony, can I share my screen just to show a little? I promise everybody's going to love it.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
the last event that we have coming up is on May 22nd. I don't have a registration link yet, but I'm asking everybody to save the date. Mental health is so important, and we are big advocates of bringing the community together to advocate for mental health in the military and veteran space. So one thing that I have begun to coordinate with several community partners is puppy yoga for mental health. So join us on May 22nd at 10 a.m. It's going to be hosted virtually this year, but we're getting together to advocate for mental health care in the military and veteran space. We're going to be joined by Serving Together, Platoon 22, Maryland Commitment to Veterans, Warrior Canine Connection, and their incredible dogs. And we want as many community partners as well as those in the military and veteran community to join us to say mental health is important. It is needed to stand and stretch for mental health advocacy. This is also an appreciation for NAMI, which is the National Association of Mental Illness. We are doing this as a nod to them. This is their day that they would traditionally do their walk, but unfortunately due to COVID, they're not doing a walk. So we are advocating for them, but we're just saying, hey, mental health is important. Let's stand together, stretch together as a community. There are going to be puppies. We're going to be doing a gentle yoga for all ability levels, whether you're doing yoga from a chair, from a seat, or from the floor, you're welcome to join us. Again, that's May 22nd. I'm going to put all that information in the chat box. It shows I can't share my screen yet, but I will put in the chat box what I was going to share. Here is the puppy cam, so you can see the puppies that we're going to be working with. It's the best thing when you're having a stressful day. So take a look at the puppies. This is Warrior Canine Connections live feed. So you can see the puppies right now. Just to get a little taste, they have 3 or 4 different cameras there, so you can see puppies of all ages. They're all sleeping right now, so I'm sorry they're not active. It is their lunchtime nap. But that's all I had. If you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll put my contact information in the chat box. But thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Mallory. Really appreciate that information. Always got good information. Cohen Clinic is always a great space, especially with mental health resources and tools for veteran and veteran families. So if anybody does not have any questions or concerns, we can start wrapping up. I just want to wrap up with some end remarks. So this year, for Memorial Day, I don't want to get it wrong. It used to be called Rolling Thunder, but they're not Rolling Thunder anymore. It's with AMVETS. I don't ever want to get anything wrong. But there is an event where they will travel through DC on bikes, which will be at the end of May. I'll put that information in the sheet as well for upcoming events. And next month will be our LGBTQ Veterans Roundtable, and we have a list of guest speakers, and we hope to see you all there again. And if you don't have any questions for me, I would like to just thank all the speakers that came out. Thank you. I know that time is valuable during this time.
May I say something, please? This is Dr. Fisher.
Can you repeat that?
This is Dr. Fisher. Hi, I'm with Women Veterans United Committee Incorporated. I sent you our flyer about our upcoming event.
Go ahead. Do you want to talk about it?
May I please? Won't
Okay.
take long. I especially want to invite Tony because the mayor's office has come down to our events. We are Women Veterans United Committee Incorporated, and we have 3 events coming up. The first one is at the Chesapeake House Travel Lodge in Maryland for the only women's memorial in the state of Maryland, and that will be May 30th at 3 o'clock. No, I'm sorry, from 11 to 1, and from 11 to 2. And then the next one we're going to have is Sunday. We're going to be down at the Vietnam Memorial. There are 8 women on the Vietnam Memorial, and that'll be at 3 o'clock. We're going to have all kinds of wreaths for you if you want to come down and place that down there. Elliot did that. And so if you want to come down, this is very, very important because no one knows them or remembers them or brings them out. And then in the third one, we're going to be down at Charles County. We're going to be in Charles County at the town of Indian Head, down at Indian Head Base. There is a military base down there. We're going to be doing a memorial service down there. I really wanted to thank Aaron for supporting me, as well as Jan and Twyla. I'm going to ask to have the flyer sent out again because I need for you all to log on and to register. And when you come to our events, we're very, very interactive. Aaron and Twyla can tell you that. You'll be participating, doing things you can't imagine. So I really, really would like for you to register so we can see you. And with that, thank you. Thank you, Tony.
No problem. Thank you for your time. And thank you for presenting the information. Can you, is there a way you can put it in the chat for us too, the information?
I will try to. Can I send it to you again to send out?
Yes. And so I wanted to go ahead and close out with this. We have it. What I was speaking on earlier is the AmVets Rolling to Remember annual motorcycle ride. And it's basically 20,000 plus veteran bikers from across the entire USA. And the event will be May 30th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. And they'll be staging at the RFK Stadium, Lot 8, and right up to the National Mall. And also, MOVA will be participating in Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton Memorial Day celebration, which will be a roundtable, and it takes place on Zoom Wednesday, May 26th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And there are a lot of other events that we will be participating in as well this month. And that information we'll be placing out as well on our newsletter. And like I said before, all the roundtables that are recorded will be placed on our YouTube channel for those that need accessibility for closed caption. That'll be provided as well. So is there anyone else that has any information before we close out today's roundtable? All right. Like I said, thank you all for being here, veteran community. Thank you for your continued sacrifices, and continue to take care of your mental health. That's priority, and continue to find resources that better fit your life and your lifestyle. So thank you for all your time, and I'll see you at the next roundtable, if not before. Oh yeah. One more thing. We have a day of action on this Saturday with the mayor. It's going to be in all 8 wards, and it's going to be advocating for those communities that have not been vaccinated and giving you the knowledge on that. So if you want to sign up, check us out on IG at DC_OVA and Twitter at DC_OVA. This is our official verified page for the DC Mayor's Office of Veteran Affairs. So if you are tech savvy and you like to be on Instagram or Twitter, just know, get on the page, talk to us. I manage that content, that page, and all our information that goes out, like Ryan mentioned before, Stay DC, any volunteer goes to Serve DC. Just look us up, retweet, repost, and yeah. So yeah, thank you for everything that you guys do, and I'll see y'all on the next go round.